Hello, my NeuroSpicy menopausal women. How are you doing? Well, I'm hanging in there myself, and I am 55 years old. My name is Noelle, and I am a neurodivergent woman who has been diagnosed with extreme ADHD. I also have CPTSD and now thyroid issues, which is relevant for menopause, and I'll fill you in on that at another point. The reason I'm coming on here is because 3 years ago I hit menopause really in a heightened state and everything came crumbling down. And there wasn't a lot of information about menopause and neurodivergent women, people who have ADHD or autism. Most of us are probably late diagnosed, and um, if you're 50 years old or you're in menopause, I'm sure you've had some trauma in your life. As somebody who has neurodivergent, or at least I know I didn't have coping skills. It was, you didn't really talk about things. You just worked and you just put your head down to the grind. You just went on with life and took care of what you had to, most likely putting yourself last. Well, let me tell you, when menopause comes a knocking, everything that you didn't do for yourself will come full-fledged to your face. I felt my brain shatter. Everything that I used to could juggle. I was an international recruiter. I still am, and I'll fill you in on how that's going. My brain did heal back, but when it happened, I couldn't even function. I couldn't pay my bills. I couldn't cook. I dang near burnt the house down 5 times. Broke so many phones from throwing them. But I then began and decided, well, if everything's jumbled up here, everything got jumbled, let's just start from the beginning. Let's reorganize it. Let's figure out how to retake care of ourselves. And so 3 years later, here I am. I am doing a lot better. I am no longer on prescribed medications to maintain the imbalance that the hormone that was missing caused me. So I want to share with you everything that I found, because when I was in that condition, I was like curled up on the couch. I couldn't move. I was in deep depression. I couldn't understand why for 30 years I could run a certain way, and then now I couldn't. So now I'm becoming something new and something better. And I wanted to show you what I've learned, and I want to teach you how to gain yourself back and what do you need to do, a step-by-step kind of guide. I have a workbook that I'm working on, but I want to share and release videos of some of the stuff that is in the workbook on what you can do now, how you can get back to yourself and back to yourself faster and improved, because it's a new you. You're not going to ever be the person you were yesterday. That girl's gone, that day's gone. You're only here with the present. So let's start from now and work forward. But I have so much information that I want to share that I would really love to hear. What are areas that you want to know about? Like, how does thyroid impact your menopause, and on top of having maybe ADHD? The science and the doctors that I have researched have shared that people who do have neurodivergence will have 40% more symptoms. Well, what does that mean? I couldn't find that out. Like, what does that entail? Well, I'll tell you what it entailed through me. And so you can be aware of what can come. And one thing else that I did realize is that through these 50 years of my life, I was on kind of autopilot, doing my career, raising my kids. I was a single mom, and I never really took the time to deal with things in a healthy way, learn good coping skills. And we'll talk about the rage era, the loss of memory era, what's good for your diet, what things you need to stop doing now. I mean, even just last week, last week, I realized I didn't understand how to take my vitamins. So me and ChatGPT, we got together. I took the front and back print pictures of my vitamins, because if you have CPTSD, you can possibly have high cortisols, which is another thing that can throw you out of whack. And for people in neurodivergency, this is a common thing. So the vitamin thing, analysis told me that there was 3 vitamins I needed to stop taking because I was double and triple stacking, actually quadruple stacking stimulants like coffee or caffeine that was in it. So that can make my body feel more like in fight or flight. So we have to reduce that. And I just have so much to tell you. I can't cram it all here in, just a few minutes, but I wanted to get this video out so that you could save and like and follow, and let's build a community, because there's not a lot out there about neurodivergent women. There's a lot about women coming out, and I am so, so thankful for those doctors that have come forth to share, new light on this and insights. And I'll bring you my top favorite doctors that I'm following, and along with some maybe commentary on what helped me to just like realize this is not me. This is something that every woman can go through, and there's ways to reverse, not maybe reverse, not the word, but stop it and come back from that into a better you. So anyway, I'm going to leave that here with you. If you're interested in learning more about this, please, leave a comment. Let me know what you're dealing with. I will also be going through supplements and the types of doctors and the types of tests, and how your brain works, and coping skills, how to rewire. The list goes on. But thank you for your time, and I hope you come back and watch.